morning, Scott. How are you?
Good, how are we doing?
Doing okay.
Good.
Should be, hopefully should be a fairly short meeting. Just got an email from Mark that he's having a staff meeting, so he will not be here. If we need Kurt for a quorum, he'll send him down.
Okay,
The only person that RSVP'd was Judge Butts, that she's gonna attend remotely.
okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Good seeing you. Hi, Matt.
Hi.
Is it okay if I'm here?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I gotta see my address.
Yeah, do that. I'll try and,
Do it right now.
I meant to text you and tell you to send me.
Busy last night, cleaning the pool.
Did you get the chemical?
Yeah. I started cleaning it. Got about halfway done.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I got a neighbor that has a tree at the back of his property. And part of it goes over my pool. So all the leaves hit my foot, almost every single leaf.
Can you just cut off the?
And, well, even if I did, the leaves would still blow over there.
Okay, it's 8:30. Good morning, everyone. Who's all on the line?
Why you have it there, I mean.
I don't think they're yet, because I just took it.
Morning. You should work.
Good morning, everyone. Is anybody on the line yet?
Morning, Ryan Gardner here.
Ryan? Who else?
Jill from PA. Nancy Buck.
Ryan, Chris, and John at the prison. Ryan Lewis.
Yep. And I would say we do have a quorum, right? Yes, the sheriff will not be here.
He's not, correct.
Okay. Okay, at this time, I'd like to convene the prison board meeting and seek approval of the minutes. Could I have a motion?
I'll move to approve.
Could I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none. Could I have all in favor?
Hi.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay, move to public comment on agenda items only. Seeing none, we'll move on to the approval of the bills. Could I have a motion to approve the bills?
I'll make a motion.
A motion was made by Nikki. Do I have a second?
Maravito, second.
Rick Marabito second that motion. Are there any discussions? Hearing none. All in favor? I did have a motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries. We're going to go into the approval of personnel actions. Warden?
Thank you, Commissioner. We would seek the approval of one personnel action. That would be Caitlin Lunger as a full-time resident supervisor at the pre-release center.
Okay. Any discussion? Could I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Nikki makes the motion. Could I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Judge Butts. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Okay, informational highlights. Warden.
Start off with the population report. For the month of April, the prison averaged 144.13 males at the prison and 34.23 males at the pre-release center. Our average daily population was 178.36, and we had a peak this month of 198. For females, we had 20.63 at the prison and 2.9 at the pre-release center, for an average daily population of 23.53 with a peak of 30. The average daily population for males and females in-house was 201.89. We had a peak of 223. During the month, we averaged 30.1 males on in-home detention and 9.97 females. We had no overcrowding transfers during the month, so our total average is the same as our in-house average, 201.89. That brings our yearly average to 274.42. You can see the vast difference there, including overcrowding transfers from January to April as a result of COVID-19's mitigation members with the county from 328 down to 201. The next report then would be the prison disciplinary report. In the month of April, the Prison Disciplinary Committee, chaired by Deputy Warden Barnes, conducted 52 hearings. 47 of those hearings, the inmate was found guilty with lockup time. 3 hearings were found guilty with lockup time suspended, and there were 2 hearings that resulted in not guilty. There were 42 total inmates that had disciplinary hearings for the month, 5 of which had greater than 1 incident, and staff generated 43 informational reports during the month. Deputy Warden Barnes, do you have anything to add regarding that report?
No, nothing to add.
The next report then is the pre-release center report, which indicates for the month of April, we did not have any work release inmates, male or female, as we're still under a suspension of work release due to COVID-19. Work crew, we had 34 males and 3 females averaged for the month. Our year-to-date then average population at the pre-release center is 55 males and 15 females. The next report is the bail release program report. In April, the bail program carried 68.63 clients on supervised bail, carried 71.53 clients on intensive supervised bail, averaged 9.4 clients on supervised release serving driving under suspension sentences, and there were no clients serving supervised release on domestic relations.
Mr. Chairman, I have a question about that.
Go ahead.
Warden, is that pretty consistent with other months pre-COVID-19?
Yes, the report from last month, we were down a few numbers. I'll have that report.
But pretty much the same, I guess.
It has remained consistent. We were at 153.12 last month. And the bail program is still operational, fully operational. They have changed some of their practices with meeting with clients. Nobody's meeting in the courthouse. They're doing all of their work in the field, but they are still maintaining their client base and their contacts with their clients.
Okay, thank you.
The bed days saved based on the bail release program for the month were 4,487. The final report that I have is the mental health data report. The snapshot was taken on May 5th of this year, and on that day there were a total of 229 males and 38 females that were counted for a total of 267 inmates. Of those, 125 males and 10 females were under roster A with no mental health history. There were 36 males and 9 females with roster B with a past mental health history but no current active symptoms in the last year. Under roster C, there were 64 males and 17 females for a total of 81. Under roster C, that's with some current mental health symptoms. And under roster D, we had 4 males and 2 females that were experiencing serious mental illness. psychotropic medications at the pre-release center. 37 work crew inmates were counted on this day, 7 of which were on meds, which was 22.58%. On the female side, there were 4 female work crew, and 2 of which were on psychotropic meds for 50%. Psychotropic medications at the prison on this day, 154 males were counted for a total of, and 25 of them were on meds for 16.23%, and 25 female inmates were counted, 9 of which were on meds for 36%. At the bottom of the report, you can see the total number of inmates on meds at the pre-release center was 25.71. At the prison, it was 18.99, and the total in the entire prison system then was 20.09. And that's the all of the informational highlights that I have.
Thank you, Warden. Any questions? Okay, we'll move on to old business in the reentry. Is John on the phone?
Hey, Commissioner, I'm here.
Hi, Mr. Stahl.
Hi, everybody. As of today, the numbers of reentry, we have 76 participants in programming there. My apologies for not being able to get reports out to you. Our internet's been down at the facility since the beginning of the week. We're working on getting that up and running so we can get our reports out for next week. So tentatively, we're aiming to get the programming back into where the participants are physically coming in and checking in daily. Mike and his staff coordinating those check-ins so that everyone's not showing up to the facility all at one time. So, with all of this, certainly created a lot more work for everybody. They're working hard to make sure, that have those folks check in and check in safely. We're also gonna next week start taking drug screens again. That's much needed with our population. So programming will still be limited to the participants as far as their counseling and group sessions. Mike and his staff are going to continue to do that part of the operation over the phone. So, electronic monitoring, we have 35 folks on that program with court today. And, we have court scheduled for next week as well. We're hoping to utilize, the courts utilize, and our office, the occupation office, utilize reentry services and electronic monitoring when appropriate. That's all I have for now.
All right, thank you, John. Anything else? Okay. The next prison board meetings are on the agenda, and it will be at the prison. We're planning on the prison in June, right?
As long as, I believe as long as any restrictions are lifted,
Okay.
we could have it there.
All right.
If we're still in the current state that we are right now, I don't know whether the
We
board
can come
wishes
back
to
here.
continue to hold meetings the way we are here remotely.
Okay, very good. Any new business? Any public comment? Seeing none, I want to thank everybody for being on the call. Today's going to be a busy day, so we are adjourned.